Deep in the remote mountains, a young puma roams freely with his pack. This puma is different because he has a secret ability. His name is Carag and he can shift into human form. But his family forbids him from using this power. They have one golden rule that must never be broken. Stay away from humans at all costs. Carag's parents believe the human world is too dangerous. That's why they've chosen to live isolated in the wilderness. But Carag's curiosity about humans grows stronger every day. He can't stop wondering about life beyond the mountains. Why must they hide and what makes humans so terrible? Eventually, his curiosity becomes too strong to resist. Carag makes a life-changing decision and runs away. He abandons his puma family to explore the human world. While wandering alone in human form, Carag is discovered. A compassionate couple stumbles upon the frightened boy. The couple decides to take him into their home. Carag is officially adopted and gains a human family. He now lives in a comfortable house with caring parents. He even has brothers and sisters to grow up with. For the first time, Carag experiences normal family life. One ordinary morning, the family gathers for breakfast together. Carag sits with them watching the morning television broadcast. A news report catches everyone's attention immediately. The reporter describes a series of bizarre animal incidents. Wild creatures have been attacking people without explanation. Multiple species are behaving in completely unnatural ways. Authorities have no idea what's causing this phenomenon. As Carag listens, an uncomfortable feeling washes over him. Something about these attacks seems strangely familiar. That very same day, Carag prepares for his first day at a new school. He hugs his adoptive father and says goodbye to his siblings. His adoptive mother, Anna, drives him to the campus. Carag's sister, Melody, decides to join them for the journey. As their car speeds down the highway, Carag notices something odd. Two black crows are circling directly above their vehicle. The birds follow them mile after mile without stopping. Carag stares at them with growing suspicion. Could these birds be shapeshifters just like him? When darkness falls, the family checks into a roadside motel. Carag hopes to finally relax and get some rest. But in the middle of the night, unusual sounds wake him. He walks over to the window and peers into the darkness. His eyes widen at the shocking sight below. An entire wolf pack is racing through the empty streets. The wolves disappear into a shadowy alley nearby. Simultaneously, all the lights in nearby buildings go dark. This is definitely not normal animal behavior. The following morning, they continue driving toward their destination. After many hours on the road, they finally arrive. The car pulls up to the gates of Clearwater High. As Carag steps onto the campus grounds, he freezes. The two crows from before are standing nearby in human form. They've transformed into students wearing school uniforms. Carag realizes his instincts were correct all along. Someone approaches. A woman named Lisa introduces herself as the school principal. She greets Carag warmly and welcomes him to campus. Then Lisa turns to Anna with an inquisitive expression. She asks how Anna came to find this particular boy. Anna begins explaining Carag's mysterious origins to the principal. She reveals that nobody knows who his biological parents are. Many years ago, Anna worked as a social worker helping children. When she located Carag, he was terrified and trembling. Anna couldn't bear to leave the helpless boy behind. She brought him to her home that very night. Eventually, she convinced her husband to make the adoption official. As Carag matured, he never quite fit in with city life. When middle school ended, a mysterious letter arrived at their house. The letter contained an invitation to attend Clearwater High. Anna believed this unique school would help Carag find his place. She hoped he would finally make genuine friendships here. After listening carefully, Lisa smiles and nods in understanding. She politely requests a private conversation with Carag alone. Once they're away from everyone else, Lisa reveals the truth. Every single student at this school is a shapeshifter. Carag no longer needs to hide his true nature. For the very first time, Carag feels truly accepted. But suddenly, a loud alarm blares throughout the campus. Lisa immediately rushes outside to investigate the disturbance. She discovers Anna and Melody wandering in a forbidden zone. She orders her assistant to remove them from school property. Back inside the building, Carag walks through the hallways amazed. He's never seen so many shapeshifters gathered in one location. While exploring, he accidentally collides with another student named Jeffrey. Jeffrey is surrounded by his group of loyal followers. Tension immediately fills the air between the two groups. They stare each other down as if ready to brawl. Just before violence erupts, a student named James intervenes. He successfully prevents the confrontation from escalating further. Anna embraces Carag one final time. She and Melody walk toward their parked car to leave. At that exact moment, a wealthy man named Andrew arrives. Andrew is the school's primary financial supporter and benefactor. Shortly after, Carag has a conversation with this influential man. During their discussion, Carag opens up about his past. He explains why he abandoned his mountain family. Living only as a puma felt limiting and incomplete. Carag needed to discover his full identity and potential. Eventually, Carag makes his way to his assigned dormitory room. Lisa reviews the fundamental rules and regulations with him. After she departs, Carag is left alone in the quiet room. Suddenly, a squirrel appears outside on the window ledge. Carag opens the window and allows the creature inside. He quickly understands this isn't an ordinary squirrel at all. The squirrel transforms into a cheerful girl named Holly. She's been assigned to be Carag's personal campus guide. Holly will assist him during his first transformation lesson. In the transformation classroom, the teacher delivers important warnings. Powers can only be used during scheduled class sessions. Most critically, shapeshifters must never reveal themselves to humans. The teacher selects Carag for the first demonstration, but just as Carag prepares, another student interrupts. Brandon steps forward before Carag can begin his transformation. Brandon is a shapeshifter with the ability to become a bison. He shifts into his massive animal form in front of everyone. However, Brandon struggles to maintain his human consciousness. He loses control completely and creates havoc in the classroom. Witnessing this disaster makes Carag doubt his own abilities. He feels disconnected from his animal instincts, so Carag chooses not to demonstrate his powers yet. With Lisa's patient guidance, Carag begins recovering lost memories. He sees vivid images of running wild through mountain forests. His real puma family appears in these powerful flashbacks. The memories stir something deep within Carag's soul. His connection to his animal nature suddenly reawakens. Finally, Carag successfully transforms into his puma form. At that moment, Lisa instructs all students to shift together. Carag looks around and realizes something important. The majority of students are wolf shapeshifters. Lisa explains what Carag's purpose at the school will be. He must learn to harmonize his human and animal identities. Eventually, he could help unite both worlds peacefully. That evening, Carag relaxes in his room processing everything. Without warning, Brandon appears at his doorway. He cheerfully announces that they'll be sharing this room. Soon after, Holly arrives and knocks on their door. She tells them it's time to head down for dinner. In the dining hall, Carag meets a cat shapeshifter named Dorian. Dorian shares his unusual backstory with the group. Before discovering this school, Dorian lived with a human family. They treated him like a beloved household pet. Everything went smoothly until one fateful day. His owners caught him using his hands to open food cans. After revealing his puma form, many students begin respecting Carag. However, some students are genuinely frightened of him. Weaker shapeshifters feel intimidated just being near him. A timid boy who transforms into a small horse tries avoiding attention. Unfortunately, he encounters Jeffrey and his aggressive wolf pack. The situation quickly becomes threatening for the small boy. Without hesitation, Carag rushes to defend the vulnerable student. His intervention only increases the tension with the wolves. Jeffrey's pack attempts to intimidate Carag into backing down. Fortunately, James arrives and breaks up the confrontation. That night, Carag has dreams about his biological family. A tremendous crashing sound jolts him awake suddenly. Brandon has accidentally transformed while sleeping. His massive bison form has completely demolished his bed. Brandon just laughs and says this happens regularly. Carag understands his nights won't be very peaceful here. The next day in combat class, the instructor selects two fighters. Brandon and Borda are chosen to battle each other. Brandon immediately refuses to participate in the fight. He claims to be a pacifist and walks away. The teacher then chooses Carag as the replacement fighter. Carag feels uncertain about his fighting capabilities. Noticing this, Andrew approaches with something in his hand. He gives Carag a small leather pouch. The pouch contains authentic puma urine. When Carag inhales the scent, something triggers inside him. He transforms into his puma form instantaneously. Although Borta is significantly larger, Carag is quicker. He attacks with superior speed and determination. Ultimately, Carag emerges victorious from the battle. Next, Dorian faces his opponent in the ring, but his opponent's terrible odor overwhelms the cat. Dorian flees the arena and forfeits the match. After class ends, Andrew approaches Carag with a proposal. He's extremely impressed by Carag's fighting performance. Andrew offers to become Carag's personal mentor and teacher. As proof of his commitment, Andrew gives Carag the pouch. He believes Carag has extraordinary potential for greatness. However, not everyone is pleased by this development. Jeffrey watches from afar with growing resentment and jealousy. Seeing the school's sponsor favor Carag makes him furious. Jeffrey publicly challenges Carag to prove his worth. He promises if Carag wins, the wolves will never bother him again. That afternoon, Carag meets his friends at their secret treehouse. He tells Holly and Brandon about Jeffrey's challenge. Brandon expresses serious concern about the potential consequences. Fighting outside class could result in permanent expulsion. But Carag is exhausted from constantly being harassed. He refuses to show weakness by declining the challenge. Holly pledges her complete loyalty and support. Although Brandon is anxious, he admits something. He's excited to finally see the wolves get defeated. When night arrives, the three friends sneak out of their rooms. Before departing, Carag inhales from the pouch for strength. He shifts into his powerful puma form. They arrive at the designated meeting location for the duel. Carag asks Jeffrey which wolves he'll be fighting. That's when Carag understands he's been deceived. Jeffrey brought his entire pack instead of just 2 wolves. Despite being outnumbered, Carag refuses to flee. In a one-on-one fight, he's superior to any wolf, but the entire pack attacks him simultaneously from all sides. They swarm him from behind and overwhelm him completely. Seeing her friend in danger, Holly makes a desperate move. She pushes Brandon off the edge of a cliff. Brandon is forced to jump down and join the fight. While Brandon occupies the pack, Carag fights with renewed fury. Eventually, the wolves have no option but to retreat. Jeffrey has been thoroughly defeated by Carag. The following morning, James notices multiple injured students. He immediately sends them all to the medical facility. Their explanations are unconvincing and obviously false. It's clear they participated in an illegal nighttime brawl. Just as Carag expects to be summoned by Lisa, something happens. Andrew unexpectedly invites Carag for a drive off campus. While driving, Carag realizes Andrew knows about the fight. Andrew explains a harsh reality about Carag's situation. A true puma shouldn't require assistance against 4 wolves. Because Carag left home prematurely, he never learned hunting skills. Andrew decides to personally teach Carag how to hunt. He wants to develop Carag into a genuine apex predator. Upon returning to school, Lisa confronts them angrily. She forbids Andrew from providing Carag with special privileges. She delivers a stern warning directly to Carag. If he wishes to remain enrolled, he must obey all rules. Fighting outside designated class times is absolutely prohibited. Later, Holly and Brandon rush to check on their friend. Carag notices Lou walking alone into the forest. He decides to follow her discreetly through the trees. Together, they accidentally overhear teachers having a serious discussion. The teachers are talking about the recent animal attacks. They're convinced shapeshifters are responsible for these incidents. If humans discover the truth, it will destroy peace forever. Lisa and the council must stop these attacks immediately. While walking back, Carag reveals something crucial. During his journey to school, he witnessed wolves attacking people. The attacks occurred in a town they passed through. He's certain Jeffrey's pack was responsible for the violence. The next day, Andrew fulfills his promise to Carag. He takes Carag deep into the wilderness for training. Andrew demonstrates the proper techniques for hunting prey. First, identify and select your target carefully. Second, observe its behavior and wait patiently. Third, attack swiftly when the perfect moment arrives. Carag successfully applies these lessons and captures a deer. The mentor and student share the fresh kill together. During their return journey, Andrew shares a painful memory. He reveals he once had a daughter. If she had survived, she would be Carag's current age. During lunch break, Lou observes Carag not eating anything. Carag explains he already ate after hunting earlier. Lou becomes silent and walks away from him. She remembers when a puma viciously attacked her mother. The attack left her mother with permanent injuries. Feeling remorseful, Carag chases after her into the woods. He wants to apologize and fix their relationship, but Lou is too fast and he can't catch up. That night, Carag hears wolves howling near his window. He recognizes the sounds as Jeffrey's pack. Filled with suspicion, Carag follows them into town. He watches the wolves frighten away a security guard. They sneak inside a large industrial factory. Just as Carag prepares to confront them, they notice him. Before fighting begins, Andrew suddenly appears. He immediately stops the confrontation. Andrew orders all the wolves into his vehicle. He drives everyone back to campus together. Afterward, Andrew asks Carag to remain behind with him. That's when Andrew finally confesses the complete truth. He admits to orchestrating all the recent animal attacks. Carag feels utterly devastated and betrayed by his mentor. He questions whether he should have ever trusted Andrew. Andrew then explains the tragedy that changed his life. Years ago, a hunter murdered his wife and daughter. They were killed while in their animal forms in the forest. Ever since that day, Andrew has harbored intense hatred for humans. He believes humans have destroyed nature and exterminated countless species. For 50 years, the council attempted to reform human behavior. They tried teaching humans to respect and protect nature. But their efforts accomplished nothing, and destruction accelerated. So Andrew decided to take matters into his own hands. During their meal together, a server approaches their table. Carag notices the woman is wearing a prosthetic leg. Andrew explains she's a snake shapeshifter. She was struck by a vehicle while in snake form. Andrew then invites Carag to join his mission. Carag immediately refuses the invitation. He states he doesn't want anyone getting injured. Andrew clarifies he has no intention of killing humans. His plan is only to sabotage machinery and equipment. This will delay construction projects that destroy animal habitats. Carag says he needs time to consider this proposal. For now, he agrees to keep Andrew's secret. The next morning, Carag helps Brandon practice in the woods. Brandon charges wildly in bison form, demolishing trees. Suddenly, a vehicle strikes Brandon at full speed. The car belongs to Carag's adopted parents. In a panic, Carag quickly invites them inside. Inside Carag's room, Anna discovers a squirrel rummaging through belongings. Lisa immediately scolds Anna for breaking visitation protocols. She reminds Anna that visits must follow established rules. Before leaving campus, Anna tells Carag her plans. She'll be staying at a nearby hotel this weekend. She asks if Carag would like to visit her there. Carag enthusiastically agrees to come see her. Later that day, Andrew contacts Carag by phone. He invites Carag to attend an important event this weekend. Carag declines Andrew's invitation firmly. He makes it absolutely clear he opposes harming humans. Andrew hangs up the phone without responding. Feeling troubled, Carag ventures into the forest alone. He wants to clear his mind and practice transforming. Several hours later, Wing discovers him looking distressed. Suddenly, a surveillance drone appears hovering overhead. Wing immediately recognizes the drone's origin. It belongs to a hunter operating in this region. Carag flees and conceals himself in the high branches, but the drone continues tracking his every movement. To protect Carag, Wing destroys the mechanical drone. She urgently tells Carag to continue running. After a prolonged chase, Carag collapses completely exhausted. Shadow, one of the crow shifters, appears beside him. She tosses him clothing so he can become human again. Carag heads toward campus, but just before reaching safety, Carag loses consciousness. Andrew finds Carag unconscious and transports him to his residence. When Carag regains consciousness, he tells Andrew about the hunter. A terrifying thought suddenly occurs to him. What if his real family suffered the same fate as Andrew's? This fear completely changes Carag's perspective. He decides to join Andrew's cause and fight alongside him. Before their first operation, Andrew reveals shocking news. He's already dispatched shapeshifters to locate Carag's birth family. If they're still alive, Andrew promises to find them. Shortly after, Anna calls Carag unexpectedly. She cancels their weekend plans at the last minute. She claims to have an urgent appointment she must attend. Meanwhile, Brandon and Holly arrive looking concerned. They try talking to Carag, but he's become distant. Soon after, Carag departs with Andrew and his team. They travel together toward a mining operation. Upon arrival, Andrew divides the group into assignments. Carag's job is to frighten wildlife away from danger. Jeffrey and his wolves will force human workers to evacuate. This strategy should prevent anyone from getting hurt. Initially, Carag successfully scares some rabbits away. Then his heart nearly stops from shock. He realizes his adoptive family is camping very close by. Terrified, Carag immediately calls Andrew for help. Andrew calmly assures him they're far away and safe. He promises no harm will come to them. But Carag still feels something is terribly wrong. The wolves terrify the workers so effectively, they flee immediately. Derek climbs into the driver's seat. He's attempting to release the heavy logs loaded on the truck. Carag desperately begs Derek to stop what he's doing. If those logs fall, Carag's family will be crushed. At that critical moment, Brandon and Holly arrive. The situation becomes increasingly tense and volatile. Then Shadow and Wing appear circling overhead. The wolves panic upon seeing the crow shifters. They fear being reported and expelled from school. So the entire wolf pack abandons the operation. Now Lou steps forward to reason with Derek. She argues that destruction will only escalate human retaliation. He roughly pushes Lou aside. This action enrages Shadow and Wing instantly. They attack Derek with their sharp claws. Furious Derek shifts into his grizzly bear form. Brandon immediately intervenes to protect everyone. Holly joins the battle against the massive bear. Carag, in Puma form, manages to throw Derek from the truck. Just then, Andrew intervenes in the conflict. He removes the logs that were blocking the wheels. The truck begins rolling forward on its own. Carag realizes Andrew is intentionally letting the logs fall. Feeling completely betrayed, Carag attacks his former mentor. The two begin fighting each other fiercely. But then Carag sees the logs tumbling down the mountain. They're rolling directly toward his family's camping location. He immediately stops fighting and sprints away. The massive logs crash violently down the mountainside. Anna screams desperately for everyone to take cover. But Melody can't hear her mother's warnings. She's listening to music through her headphones. When Melody finally notices the danger, it's too late. The logs are already rolling toward her position. She screams in absolute terror. In the final second, Carag in Puma form leaps forward. He tackles Melody out of the path of destruction. Anna runs to her daughter, sobbing with relief. She's overjoyed to see Melody is alive. Melody, still trembling, claims a Puma rescued her. Her father insists she must be hallucinating from shock. Moments later, Lou and the others find Carag unconscious. He's lying motionless somewhere in the forest. For one horrifying moment, they believe he's dead. Then the Puma's eyes slowly open. Everyone exhales with tremendous relief. As soon as Carag can move, he rushes to his family. Andrew appears, pretending he just arrived. He immediately calls for a medical helicopter. Fortunately, everyone survives without serious injuries. Once his family is safe, Carag erupts with rage. He threatens to expose Andrew to the headmistress. Andrew responds with a devastating revelation. He's located Carag's biological family in Yellowstone, but he'll only share their location if Carag stays quiet. At that moment, Lisa arrives at the scene. Andrew blames the entire incident on Derek alone. He claims Derek planned everything by himself. Lisa appears skeptical of Andrew's explanation. She departs, promising to conduct a thorough investigation. Back at school, Carag and his friends receive a hero's welcome. News of their courageous actions has spread throughout campus. But beneath the celebration, Carag knows the real truth. His battle with Andrew is far from finished, and the movie ends here.